welcome back to my channel. It has been one hot while and I'm here to tell you why I've not been on for a little while. But yeah, I have really missed you all so much and having a chat with you over on Instagram. But yeah, I'm really excited to share with you everything which is coming up soon. So in a couple of weeks we have our gender scan at Window to the Womb, so that's going to be exciting to see who was right and who was wrong. For it to be a little boy, although I don't really mind what it is, but I have a gut instinct it's going to be a little girl. But yeah, we will wait and see, and let's get in with the video. So as you can see by the title, today's video is going to be a chilled one. It's going to be all about my pregnancy symptoms and how I'm feeling right now up until 14 weeks pregnant. So it's all coming off of my memory because I seem to think I can remember it all just from talking on my Instagram stories about a few brief parts of my pregnancy journey so far. The first symptom I had, well, I wouldn't really call it a symptom. I found out I was pregnant at around 4 weeks and I had a real bad gut instinct at the start that I was pregnant. My periods are all over the place. They've never been regular. Since I had Ayla, they've been so irregular, and I basically wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh hi, Aunt Flo's come to join us, but she didn't come. She wouldn't come into play. So I was a nervous wreck when I went to bed. I was like, Lewis, I think I might be pregnant. He was like, no you're not, like you're pregnant, your period isn't until the 14th. And I'm like, no, that's not right, like it can't be. Trying to remember back when I've had like my last period and working out all the days in the cycle, and it just didn't add up. So I was like, do you know what, let's cut the slack. I'm going to go to Sainsbury's, buy a test and see what happens. So I went and bought the £1 pregnancy tests. It wasn't even it was a pregnancy test, but it was just a stick. It wasn't even anything special. And I've heard things before about how unreliable they are, but I was like, do you know what, I'm going to try it anyway and give it a go. So I dipped it in, and straight away a really faint line had come up, and I was like, oh, okay. So then it was 2 in a pack, so I'd done another stick and it came up with a line but slightly darker. So I was like, right, I took a picture and I was like, am I seeing things or what? Anyway, I left it for that day. I showed Lewis. Lewis was like, maybe, but they're really unreliable, so let's not 100% go with that. I was like, right, yeah, okay, like it's probably just my cycle messing up, like that's that. We did really want another baby, but not so soon. But sometimes the best things happen for a reason, and I'm so excited to be having another baby because I'm thinking of Ayla and she's gonna have someone to grow up with, and I just can't wait. So yeah, it came to the next morning. We've had a sleep. I did not sleep for anything. I was such a wreck again because I just want to know, like I just wanted to know. So I kept my wee in all the way until I had got back to Sainsbury's to go and get another pregnancy test. This time I think I got the 2 clear blue ones, the digital one and the one which is just a cross or a line, or however it works if you aren't or are. So I went for a wee. I dipped in the non-digital one first. I waited a while. I was like this. I looked at it and it was there. It was in black and white or blue and white, and it was the line. It was there, and I was pregnant. I was like, no way, yes. So I then dipped in the digital one and I tried that, and I was waiting. And do you know how long them digital ones take? If you've been pregnant before, you know, you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're shaking, you're looking like this at it, and it popped up and it was like 3+, and I was like, 3+, what? So yeah, that was really exciting. Next step was to just ring the midwife, obviously, and get the ball rolling. We got the ball rolling, everything was good, she was happy, nothing to worry about. Yeah, so then we just had to wait until our 12-week scan, which didn't come fast enough really, because with Ayla I thought it might come quicker. The whole pregnancy is now rolling a lot quicker because it's nearly summer and there's more things to do with Ayla since lockdown's eased. So yeah, it's just been going so fast. So these are the photos that we got given from the scan, and since I done the, it just makes melts my heart looking back at them. Since we got them, I came home and I was just constantly looking at the nub theory and everything like that. So I am really sure that it is going to be a girl. We might have to try again for another boy, but these are our scans. It was a lovely experience, especially because Lewis was able to be there as well. This is the other one. It was lovely. Although Ayla couldn't be there, when we got home I was so excited just to show her our scans, because up until the 12-week mark I really had no symptoms. I felt great, I haven't been sick, I was amazing. I was like googling all the stuff you do, like no morning sickness, what gender does it mean, and everything like that, and I was putting so many thoughts in my head, it was driving me insane. So I don't recommend doing it, but I have done it with both of my children, and I think I'd do it if I had another one. So from 12 weeks till now, which I'm 14 weeks, it's all sort of gone downhill. At your 12-week scan, you can choose to either have a blood test, which basically tells you for anything such as like Down syndrome and anything to do with the baby that could be. Everything came back fine, apart from I had really high blood pressure, worryingly high blood pressure. So they straight away put me on some aspirin tablets to take throughout my whole pregnancy, because I could have either a C-section, preeclampsia, low birth weight, and the list just goes on really. So it was quite worrying being told that something isn't quite right with you and your baby or you could go through this and because with Ayla I had such a smooth ride. She was great, she was really healthy, if not over the graph they show you. It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst, the experience I had with Ayla when I was in labour, but now this one's really putting me on edge at the start, because I was like, right, what if I have a C-section, what if I have this, it's not really going what I wanted. I wanted a water birth like I did with Ayla, and that didn't go to plan. I had a natural birth with Ayla, but it was on the bed rather than a water birth, because she did come so quick, and I was really hoping to have a water birth. And to be told you might not be able to have that really put a downer on the whole situation, but nevertheless I'm over that now. I'm just hoping little one is going to be all good. This is one of the reasons why we booked an early gender scan, because I really cannot wait until 20 weeks to know if it's all okay and the little one's okay, and also to know the gender of them. I just can't wait. So yeah, it's exciting. But also, just as I had hit the 12-week mark, I'm going back on myself. I'm getting too excited with the juicy parts I forgot. Just after 12 weeks I had really bad issues with fainting and then blurred vision and then being sick. So I went to the doctor because I had it for so often, and she basically just said that it was vertigo, I don't know how you really say it. And again, she noticed I had really high blood pressure and asked if I had walked. I was like, no, I haven't walked here, I drove. I live like 20 minutes away from the doctors. I don't think I'd be able to walk in the rain. So yeah, that was one of my other doubts that went in my head, was maybe it's my blood pressure. I thought, maybe it's my iron being slightly low, but no. Anyway, she basically said there's nothing we can do, it will go on its own. Just do some exercises with different exercises you could do. She gave me some information on that, which I did do, and it did help, and it's now gone, touch wood. After that, I then had my blood pressure, which was really high, and they diagnosed me with that and gave me tablets for it, which is fine. I'm dealing with it every day. I then had a wee infection. Literally after they had told me, I had a really, really bad wee infection. I was bleeding slightly, and I was just thinking, this is it. Like, how do I know, like, everything is okay? I was worrying, you know, when you're bleeding, you think, I don't want to lose it. Am I going to lose it? But luckily, so far, it's all been okay. And the tablets, apparently it could just be part of the tablets and being pregnant, and whatnot. And then after my wee infection, I then have a bad sinus. So I have a cold. So yeah, it's been a rough journey the last few weeks, none to say the less. But we're going to get through it. I've been so quiet on everything. One of them people that just keep things to myself, and being able to speak to you guys is just really, really helpful and helping me, and I love to share my journey with you. So yeah, this is what I've experienced so far, and I've never had morning sickness other than when I had my little issues with the fainting malarkey. I haven't really had any cravings. With Ayla, I craved so many things, but with this one, I've not really fancied anything. Sorry if you can hear that noise. I've got someone out the front just deciding to blast their music. But yeah, it's been such a really nice experience up until the little bad issues I had. But I've never been one to moan, groan, or look always at the bad. I'm just looking forward to seeing little one in a couple of weeks. It's literally 2 weeks time. I count it down every day, and making sure that he or she, which I think is a she, will be okay. Another thing is I have no names for a girl. Like, how bad's that? I had names for a boy, but a girl I find so much harder, and one which will go with Ayla Lovely. So if you do know any, let me know down below. I would be super happy if you have any nice ideas that could go with Ayla. I do like a short name, but I'm open to anything. Any suggestions, anything you reckon, let me know. Let me know. But I hope you have enjoyed today's video. It has been a little bit of a downer, and that's just the reality of pregnancy. No pregnancy is the same, but we'll all get through it, and we're all amazing. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. The next video will be a gender reveal and a gender scan of coming to Window to the Womb with us in Bristol. So yeah, that will be really, really exciting. I'm so happy, you can tell by my smile. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.